Hi guys! For those of you who's just joined, I'm Kate, I'm an English learner. And this is my special place where I learn English, share with you my learning experience to help you optimize your learning process if you're also an English learner. And at the same time, I get closer to my English fluency gradually step by step.
Welcome to my English fluency path.
This is where we learn some new vocabulary. From time to time, I give you some tips and tricks, some pieces of advice on how to make your learning process a little bit more efficient and productive. I myself went through everything I'm sharing with you here. I've been through everything I advised you here. Therefore, I can already say if a certain thing or a certain method works really good or not, if it is effective or not. So today I'm coming up with an interesting tip which I found absolutely useful and helpful, and I hope it will also be helpful for your learning process. I wish somebody drew my attention to this very fact more than 5 years ago when I once again started to actively learn English. It seems to me that I wouldn't have given up back then, and I would have been much closer to my English fluency right now. But before I share with you my today's tip, I have to tell you a little backstory which happened to me over 5 years ago. Back then, I started to actively learn English one more time. And I clearly remember that moment when I was listening to, analyzing, and trying to learn Katy Perry's song Rise. Back then it was a hit and I really loved it, and honestly I still do. I clearly remember I was so much struggling with this very phrase, I will transform. I will transform. Don't get me wrong, I was okay with the translation and meaning, but I felt that it was something wrong with my pronunciation. I couldn't figure out how to perceive and reproduce its pronunciation properly. To be more precise, I was struggling with the word transform, and now I'll try to explain. So I used to pronounce this word transform by actually pronouncing each letter and each sound by following the sequence of the letters in this word. This is how we usually do it in my native language. And I was so surprised and confused why I didn't sound as natural and American as Katy Perry did, even though I was trying my best. Unfortunately, back then I didn't know all those features, nuances and peculiarities of English pronunciation, of American pronunciation, and I just couldn't figure out that I should pronounce this word transform instead of my version transform. So here's the thing, and here's my tip. In American English, the combination of letters T and R should be pronounced as ch, not ter, but ch. Like train, not train, travel, not travel, central, not central. And now I know that this is the TR cluster sound, ch cluster sound. And here is one more similar rule. The combination of letters D and R should be pronounced as jr, not dur, but jr. For example, dream, not dream, dress, not dress. Back then, 5 years ago, I didn't figure out this peculiarity of English pronunciation because I didn't even know what I had to search for. but recently working on my pronunciation, I found this nuance out and I paid necessary attention to it. And it was a kind of discovery for me. And originally, I even made a list of such kind of challenging words that I needed to memorize and practice. But now I think my brain is trained enough, and consequently I can indicate and pronounce these tricky sounds, tricky words correctly. Even though I do it easily, I still pay due attention to these letter combinations T, R, and DR. And I always remember that funny story when I was struggling and confusing with these sounds so much. So as a conclusion, what I want is your takeaway from this video. Pay enough attention, or even a little bit closer attention, to these letter combinations and their pronunciation. Based on my personal experience, I can guarantee you that it will definitely help you sound more American, more natural, and as a result, more confident. So such small but important steps in the long run will ensure your growth and improvement in the process of learning English. Such little changes, which we may consider as insignificant ones at the first glance, actually have a cumulative effect. And eventually, we will definitely achieve our fluency, be sure. So it was my personal experience and my point of view. I hope you found it useful. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I thank you so much for taking your time and watching this video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.